day. And I'm going to kick it off with pull-ups. And we'll just warm up. And then I'll do basically like a max 1 rep pull-up challenge. Just to see how much I can do. It's been a while since I've done it. So we will experiment with that. And also we'll be using some chalk because the little pull-up system I have here is super just greasy and nasty. And it feels like really slick. So, and even with this, it's still pretty slippery. So.
Is that like liquid chalk?
What?
Is that like liquid chalk?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dab it on. And actually has honey in it too.
It smells good.
Yeah, it does. It smells like a sweetener. Kind of like alcohol too. I think there's alcohol in it. Okay, so let's get warmed up. Get the shoulders, elbows, all the joints nice and warm. Something I kind of like to do, I've seen like a lot of other YouTubers and fitness people do, is like these little elbow and shoulder warm-ups, and I don't know if it's placebo, but I try to do this like every time now. Yeah, let's do it really good. Just a little bit of that.
Think you're going to a rave?
What? Yeah, basically. These I actually do feel. These ones, not so much, but this one I actually can feel. And like I said, even if it's placebo, I'll still take it. It's pretty good. Okay, now for the fun part.
Oh boy.
So, we'll start with something super manageable. We'll do 25 pounds. And we'll work our way up. Easy. It goes for just like a 1 rep max, but I feel like this helps warming up with like lower weights, a few more reps. 35.
What's your max on this?
I think it was 65 pounds. So, or, no, I think it was a 45 and a 25. So, 80. Or no, 70. Okay. Still super easy. Do 45 pounds. I feel like these are easier to do when you're at a low weight. Like I've always been able to do more weight with weighted pull-ups when I'm at a low body fat. Or not necessarily low body fat, but a lower like weight overall. Like when I was like doing my pull-up in like 180, like it just felt a lot harder. Because you have the weight of your body, and then whatever you put on the belt. So now we'll just stick to one rep. Can you see me over there good?
I could see from the top of your head down to like the bottom of the weight. So once you bring your feet up, then yeah.
That was actually super easy. I might be able to get 2 plates. So this will be 70. So I think it's technically like ties from right here. Still pretty easy. Alright, so we got 90 pounds. Feels pretty heavy. Like considerably heavier than just adding that 25 down there. Let's see. I don't know if my chin got above the bar. Did it?
It was like one of those like chin reaches where it's like technically maybe not.
Yeah, that's fucked. I'll have to try that again. Because I don't want to count that.
What does that feel like? Just like your like core is holding all that weight?
Not really, because it kind of just sits on like your hip bones.
Interesting.
It feels like I'm heavier, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It's just like awkward.
Not like wearing a backpack where if it's really heavy, it's uncomfortable.
No, not at all. Not at all. Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah. All right.
It's just like if I were hanging on your waist and you were carrying me up a mountain.
Pretty much. Maybe I'll try and go closer, see if that helps at all. Actually, I can wire it out. Let's see. I don't think I can go any higher. That's fucking gay. Alright, you cut it. Alright, so we're not really going to count that. But what we are going to do to make ourselves feel a little bit better is, I do this anyways, but with like pull-ups, especially just body weight, I like to essentially do 5 sets of just to failure. So usually around like 10 or so, I'll get the first few and then it drops down from there. I feel like this is really good for just burning out for pull-ups. usually rest like 30 seconds in between those. I don't ever keep track. So I like to keep my stuff like simple. I don't like to overcomplicate stuff. Like around 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Enough to get a breather, but not enough to like completely, you know, get like bleh and lose your pump.
Think you could do one more round?
What?
Think you could do one more round?
One more round?
Mm-hmm.
Of these? Yeah, I'm gonna do 5.
Oh, okay.
5 sets.
Oh, 5 sets, but just each set is until you fail.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Like 5.5. That's the thing, you'll like drop down considerably. Like my first set, I think was 12. The one prior to this was like 8, and that was like 5. So if you're consistently banging out like the same amount of reps every set, that means you're not going to failure for the previous one. You shouldn't have the energy to continue doing as many as you did when you were on that first like fresh set. If anyone can figure out what this is for, drop your guesses in the comments. I'll be highly impressed if you figure it out. Or maybe not. Maybe you have this too. And you're like, oh, it's for this. But that took me forever to figure out, which is crazy. As long as you know what it is, it's like, oh yeah, easy. So we're gonna go into rows. The cool thing about this is if you do an exercise prior to these, like bulk or something like that, or anything for back, you can just go straight into like your working set for these, in my opinion. You can also sit there and warm up with the bar, and screw around with like 2-3 warm-up sets. You just start getting right into it, which I like to do. Feel super happy today. Those feel like shit, honestly. Like,
Why?
I don't know, those never feel great, but today they just feel, my form I don't think is as locked in as it should be on these. So all this feels like, Doesn't feel that great.
Nice.
Weights here are so weird. Like every manufacturer has their own definition of what 80 pounds feels like.
You make it look as easy as the one before.
I know.
You keep adding weight and it still looks too easy.
Because it feels as easy, that's the issue.
You said don't think too hard about it, but I don't know what that thing does.
You eventually, yeah. I'm telling you, it's gonna be months. Every time I came here, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, in a really, really long time, for a while, I was thinking it was broke. I'm like, it's like shit's broke. Like it should stay up here. And I was like, why is it not? Why does it keep wanting to come down? And that's part of why it's like that too. You're like, oh, okay.
Do you attach something to it? Do you lift it with your foot?
Context clues, that's all I'll say. There's two other things have to do with that, then once you know some of it, oh. So, yeah.
Is it the black bar that comes off of it? Does that come up?
I don't know. You'll know, like I said, you'll know the right answer. Alright, is it going?
Yeah.
Pull downs are one of those things that like I never did for the longest time, and then once I started incorporating them into my workouts, I was like, oh, this like, there's a reason so many people do them. They feel incredible. Those are crazy. One thing I've noticed with my training lately is it used to be very like regimented, like sets, reps, numbers, this and that. Now it's just very intuitive. Like I come in, I bring a lot of stuff to a failure, and I just train like that because it's like half my whole like fitness regimen is like running one day, lifting the other, running, lifting, lifting. So I just kind of go off like whatever feels good. And yeah, you don't have to overcomplicate it. The lighting in here is crazy. It's like the downlight. But you get it just right. Right. Basically, you have to do like a natural shadow filter, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I don't know if my back looks super good with the tank top, but meh.
The lighting's kind of weird. It's better for your front than back.
Even that stuff feels challenging. I think this side, yeah, has the light right there. So my left side actually looks better for once. So I usually favor my right.
That's crazy.
Let's we'll superset those with actually really close.
That might be your thumbnail right there.
That one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We'll do one more set of these each, but we're gonna drop the weight down considerably. Probably like 10s, honestly. Where the fuck are the 10s? There they are. Okay. Oh, looks like we're going to 15s. So 15 pounds, that's one of those things like when you're lean, if you're just going for like aesthetics, you don't need heavy weight, you just need a lot of reps. So like even 10, 15s, like it's not that impressive, but you really don't need to be lifting super heavy. So. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things for shoulders. I feel like this makes all the difference in terms of like your ratios and looking good when you're lean. Is like having really, really nice, broad, rounded shoulders, and then obviously having like a tight waist. Like it just gives you that V taper, which is super important. But what we're gonna do to accomplish that is we're just gonna do pyramid, pyramid, then reverse pyramid. So, and pretty much like everything else I've been doing, just go to failure. So I'll start with 10s, I'll do 15s and 20s. Then the 20s only get one set, your tops only get one set. The 15, 10s. And yeah, and they will get a little sloppy the more you go, like the end kind of be, you know, a little sloppy, but that's okay. Because some effort is better than no effort. So I'll start with the 10s.
That's a really cool angle.
Yeah. You need like 10 seconds in between each one because obviously you just took it to failure. You're not gonna be able to go up in weight and now do tons more. So like 10 seconds, just let the lactic acid kind of drain out.
That's a really cool shot. That's a killer. Even just from that, look at how like nice of a shoulder pump you can get. Even just from one set of shoulders, or one exercise set of shoulders. Chico, this is also a really good exercise to do if you want to get really good, like posing pictures and videos, which we'll do right now. And we're getting the perfect lighting, perfect angles. Record at you or in the mirror?
Whatever.
poses. That's one pose I feel like I never look like super good in. That a lot of people can rock. And I don't think I have big enough arms for it to where it looks like super good. Another cheat code. Push-ups give you like the best overall upper body pump for pictures and videos. You're trying to get really good. A thumbnail picture or anything like that. These will make you look really good.
Looking good.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's insane. That happened quick too, like, you can see right there.
It's always like, yeah,
Yeah.
the shoulder veins usually come out, which hardly ever come out. Arm veins look a little bit better.
How long did that take you? Like, do you only get that when you have muscle?
What's that?
Your veins start sticking out?
Yeah. Well, you could have tons of muscle and like not a lot of like vascularity because you have so much body fat on top of the muscle to where those veins aren't able to be exposed like as if you were, really low body fat. But then again, you could have really low body fat, but like no muscle. You won't have vascularity because you don't have anything pushing those veins out. So it's like, gotta have the muscle and a low body fat. Otherwise it just won't happen. Sometimes it's genetics too. Like some people just have incredible vascularity and they are super lean and they don't have tons of muscles. Their forearms and everything are just genetically like predisposed to just having a lot of veins. Visual veins, I should say.
I just wanted to cut in real quick and even like watching this back as I'm editing, like it looks crazy. And I just want to say like lighting and angles are literally, they make all the difference. Like if I were to take a video in the morning or in just regular lighting during the day, like I don't look even close to this. Like pump, lighting, angles literally are the key.
So, I wonder how this will look. Trying to find like good lighting and then not good lighting to like show me. It's like, oh yeah, you can look super good in the light, but then bad lighting.
Yeah.
Pretty much just whole gym is good lighting, so that's tough.
I'm gonna cut this video so we don't lose it.
So that's pretty much it for this workout. My phone's at like 5% battery, so it's about to die, and then won't be able to get any more footage. But what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be off camera. Actually, maybe we get like a set on camera. This doesn't look like it's good to video, but it's still important on pull days because it's like an entire other half of your body. It's gonna be, I like to do lunges and then stiff legged deadlifts. So we'll get one set on camera just to show that I'm gonna do it, but I feel like these aren't as fun to watch. Definitely not as fun to do. Yep. Dip your butt down more. And now look up.
Oh, I really feel it in my legs.
Look up.
Oh my god!
Wasn't the worst.
I'm not gonna be able to go back up. How are you doing that?
How'd it feel?